are doing this workshop to unlock the people's potential and to hear the weakest voice in the team or in the organization. Method called Lego Serious Play to unlock people's imagination or creativity and knowledge. The business and life is not separated. It's very closely connected. So especially the Japanese people are really concentrate in the business, and the business is center, and the life is kind of the other side.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Global Achievers. In today's episode, we have Lawrence Sato, who will be joining us from Tokyo, Japan. And this is going to be a very fascinating episode indeed, because he's going to be talking about Lego Serious Play. It is a certification which allows you to run training programs using Lego. I played with Lego when I was a kid. Heck, I still want to play with Lego. But apparently, this is some serious stuff. So stick around, we'll be right back. Hello, and we are joined by Lawrence from Tokyo, Japan. Lawrence, how are you today?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a very special episode, a very unique episode as well. So, wanted to start off with a little bit of your background. Could you tell us, when and where you went to university, what you studied, and those kind of things?
Yeah. I went to the Sophia University in Tokyo. I learned English there. I joined the university in 1993, and I liked studying English, and I wanted to study abroad. So I chose Sophia University. The university was very famous for its, excellent foreign language education, and it has a vast network of the exchange programs. So I entered Sophia University and learned English there. And actually, I studied abroad in New Zealand, Auckland University, for 1 year, and I studied about Maori culture and Maori language a bit. And after the university, I joined the Sony Corporation.
So, do you think that in the 90s, was it common for young Japanese students to study English?
Actually, not that common at that moment, I think. The students are more like to study economy or law or business kind of things. Learning English is a big kind of the niche subject. But these days, people are more like to study English because people understand that we need English to survive for Japanese in economy or in lifestyle. We need English, but in 90s, not many people are eager to learn English.
Okay, excellent. So after school, you joined Sony. You also worked from some other companies as well. Maybe quickly, you can just give us an idea about the kind of jobs you held.
Yeah. In Sony Corporation, I had various positions in the professional broadcasting equipment business, like TV camera or video or broadcasting systems. I spent about 10 years in Sony, and after that, actually, I wanted to be a kind of entrepreneur. So I wanted to have kind of the experience in management. So I left Sony and joined a very small company, small, old company. The company is specializing in the recruitment in apparel sales staff. And I was one of the board member in that company, and but actually I struggled 4 years there. I didn't have any experience in management, or I didn't have any experience in recruitment, but I just wanted to be a manager. Like I wanted to be like a manager. So, there, the gear doesn't fit, and I just hustle and just uh, overestimated myself. So everything went wrong, and I, you know, kind of finally I was fired from that company. And that time, my friend who worked for Sony at the same period as me, he uh, hired me to his company. That was the Post Valley Concierge, and that was the company we met each other. You know, and in that Post Valley Concierge, uh, the company was supporting the global hiring of the Japanese major companies like Uniqlo. That was my responsibilities. So I had the responsibility to support hiring from Asian university students in Indonesia or Indo or India or Bangladesh. And I did that the agent work, and that was the time we met each other, you and me, right? And
Yep.
after working for Postberry Concierge, I joined some Japanese domestic recruitment company. It's a talented people laboratory, and I spent 4 years to support the domestic recruitment of the newly graduated student. After that, I established my own company.
Yep, and that is what we're gonna talk about actually. So, you mentioned before that you had this knack towards management. That's why you took on a role at a very small company, but maybe things didn't go the way you had planned. So, what sort of motivated you to start your own business?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, during my experience in many companies, I struggled a lot. Not only in the business, but in my life as well, in my family life as well. The business and life is not separated. It's very closely connected. So the especially the Japanese people are really concentrate in the business, and the business is center, and the life is kind of the other side. But actually, I wanted to break through my life, the not only the business, but I want to break through my life, and I want to support people break through their lives. So I need to be kind of the self-owned, not controlled by the organization or not controlled by other people's policy, but I want to control myself, and I want to have my own business, and I wanted to have my own life. So I decided to have my own company to to proceed, and to to proceed my own style and my own thought to the world. That's why I started my own company.
Okay, excellent. So, what fascinated you about Legos?
Yeah, the Lego is the child's toy. Yeah,
Mhm.
very excellent toy, but it has a very strong power to unlock people's creativity and imagination, not only for children, but for adults. And only in the business you can utilize Lego. And also we have the method called Lego Serious Play to unlock people's imagination or creativity and knowledge.
So you decided to get certified in something called a Lego Serious Play.
Yeah.
Okay. Could
Yeah.
you describe that certification and the process for us, please?
Yep. The certification is you get the certification by participating 4 days training. Yeah, in the 4 days training, you will experience the every techniques of Lego CS Play. In the Lego CS Play, there are 7 techniques to unlock the potential of organization or team. So in the 4 days, you experience everything, and then you will learn the science behind the method, like a flow theory or constructionism or something. And also you learn how to design the Lego CS Play workshop by actually designing the workshop. So the training is rather for experience as the participants when you join the Lego CS Play workshop. Otherwise, you cannot understand people's feeling or people's mind when you facilitate the workshop. So you need to be the participant at first. Then the trainer explain how to facilitate the workshop or what is the science behind the method. Mainly that is the contents of the 4 days training. It's very intense 4 days and very tough 4 days, but we call it hard fun. Okay. It's fun because it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay, perfect. I like the whole concept of hard fun. Nice. So you get trained, and so far, I think you started your business 6 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So far, how many workshops have you run?
Actually, the workshop I've run is about the 200, excluding all the demonstration or kind of trial workshop. It's maybe the double the number, but the actual workshop, the project is about 200.
Okay. And in those 200, obviously, there were some very large companies like Sony, Unilever, etc., correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And approximately how many people have you trained using the Lego Serious Play method?
Yeah, actually, the participants are approximately 3,000 participants in total.
Okay. So more than 3,000 people have participated in your workshops right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I think, this is a very interesting topic because a lot of people are probably not aware of this. So when you first approach companies and explain your methodology, this is how you're going to do it and things like that, what is some of the feedback that you get from these companies initially?
Yeah, the many people say, wow, I thought the Lego is just for children, but I didn't know that the Lego block can be used for the business or very serious topic like this. I've done kind of the topic, like what is the problem you are facing in the organization kind of thing. In the Lego Serious Play, we need a question. The facilitator poses the question to the participant, then participant builds the answer. His or her answer using the Lego brick. So I pose the question like, what is the problem now you are facing in the organization? Or what is the strength of your team or organization? Then they make something and tell a story about the models they built. Then you will understand what other people think or they will understand what he or she really thinks and share each other. And then the new understanding or new knowledge will come out, and they were very surprised that they did have something already, but they didn't know each other, that they have that in their mind. That is the feedbacks from the participant I often hear.
So that's incredible that you are using the power of Lego to basically find out issues being faced by teams and the organization as a whole, and you're having to solve it. So that is really, really fascinating. That is really fascinating. Excellent. So, Lawrence, if someone wanted to start a similar business, what would they need to do?
Yeah. Then the person have to find the training. The person have to first contact to the Association of Master Trainers in the Lego CS Play method. There is a website. Then you can find the training schedule in that website. Then find the training schedule in the nearest place you live. The training is held all over the world. There are 14 trainers in 11 countries. So you can find a training place like in North America or South America, or of course in Canada and Europe and Asia. So find a place that you can join the training and join 4 days training. Then you will be certificated. Then you can start the business like me as the Lego CS Play facilitator.
Okay, excellent. And in order to be as successful as yourself, what does one need to do?
They need to practice. Practice is everything. So practice using the method. The method is useful only used for somebody. So you need to use the method. So need practice, and never forget that we are doing this workshop to unlock the people's potential and to hear the weakest voice in the team or in the organization. In the Lego CS Play, we aim to create 100-100 meeting. That means 100% of the participant speaks 100% and listen 100%. That is our ultimate goal of the workshop. So we create 100-100 meeting and hear the weakest voice. We call the person who has the weakest voice as lonely guy. We are to save the lonely guy. So hear the voice of lonely guy. And that is very important thing to be successful as a Lego CS Play facilitator.
Okay, excellent. Really appreciate your time today, Lawrence. You have given us so much valuable information, and this is something so new to me as well, and I'm sure it will be to our audience and anyone who watches this video. They'll be really fascinated to learn more. So, Lawrence, for example, if somebody's watching this in Japan and they wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Then contact me. So I'll show you my email address or my homepage website. Then contact me through the website or email. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yes. And what I'll do is that I will include his website in the description below. So if there is anyone who wants to get in touch with Lawrence, they can easily do that. So Lawrence, thank you again for your time today. I really appreciate that. And I wish you all the best in teaching another few thousand people using the Lego Serious Play method.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tarek. Thank you for your time, and it's really nice to meet you again through the online after the 10 years. Such a great thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate that. If you like what you saw, then give us a like. If this is the type of content that you want to see in the future, then subscribe to the channel. And finally, if there's a type of professional or business owner you want featured on a future episode, then leave a comment below. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.